things here. There's been some questions or concerns about the current market. So if we take a look right here for our residential annual rates, you can see, let's look at quarter three in 2021. We were at 15%, and now we're down to 8.3%, which means we have seen a decrease in home values, which if you follow the market, you probably already know that. So some of the questions floating out there are we going to have a housing market crash? Well, as of right now, we do not see that still. I know that's been a question that's kind of floated around for quite a while. Again, we don't see that. It's not like 2008 where we did have the housing crisis. But, of course, we do have inflation, and we see that inflation everywhere. It's not just specific to the U.S. It's everywhere. I saw another country that was like 85% inflation. So it's not just here. Moving over to a little PowerPoint by the National Association of Realtors. We'll take a look at some of these numbers here. Again, as you can see, we have had a existing home sale drop to 4,710,000. So we're kind of headed back towards that 2020 where we were at before. And our median house prices goes back to our 8.3% that I showed you earlier. We are at 384,800 as a median existing home sale. So again, that's kind of showing where we're moving at within the market. Percent from year to year. Again, this kind of shows those numbers that I had talked about previously. So if we look at 2022, and we were at 14% at the same time last year with sale price, which we were up a lot more than we are now. And then our total existing homes year over year, we're negative across the board. So that is changing. How much you can sell your house for, how much, if you throw in the change in interest rates, it changes how much a buyer is able to afford. So we're just seeing this big shift. With that said, does not mean that we cannot, as a buyer, cannot still buy a home or shouldn't buy a home. I've heard don't marry the rate, date the rate, and refinance when the rate drops, which I've seen numbers of or dates of as close as April of 2023, the interest rates should start to drop. So that is going to start to increase some home sales again and potentially see some more increases in prices of homes. So if you want to try to get into a home at a lower price, this might be the time for you to do it. The index here, the Realtor Confidence Index, we can see across the board here from 2021 to 2022 that we've had some fairly small changes here, but we're seeing a little bit more cash buyers here that were in 2021, and days on market for 2022 has changed. We see that quite a bit right now, especially with those interest rates changed. So this just kind of breaks down the existing home sales by region. You can see in the West, we're at 19%, and then all the rest. This might not pertain to you since I'm coming from Washington here. Then we break it down by sales by price range. There's a huge market for the $250,000 to $500,000. There's 44% people that are looking in that range. So what does that mean? That means that we have competition, but nothing like what we had 12 months ago, or even a little bit less than that, where it was just a feeding frenzy of buyers. But we're still going to have a little bit of competition, especially if we are in uh, sought after locations. If it's a really nice location and a nice home, we're probably still going to see some of that competition. But again, nothing like what we were seeing, 12 months, 8 months back, where it was just driving the price up crazy high. So percentage change in sales from a year ago, this just kind of breaks it down. Again, this is all negative across the board because of those interest rates raising, inflation, and all that coming into factors. So you're going to see that 100 to 250,000. It's the highest drop in there. So if you want to know more about these statistics or what else I'm seeing in the market, please feel free to reach out to me. It's my number is 360-888-3122, or you can email me at corey.clark@exprealty.com. And have a great day.